Good morning, hi. How are we doing today? It's Tuesday and our plans on a Tuesday are to meet up with some friends, and things their end are a little bit dysregulated, which means our plans are a bit up in the air, which is meaning we're a bit dysregulated this end too. I think we're doing something, but maybe not our usual full flow. So I'm riding that wave at the moment and seeing where that lands. And I think we are heading to the gym, so that's what I'm prepared for. And I just realised that behind me that my salt lamp, that the bulb has gone. If you have a salt lamp, do your bulbs go like all the time? Anyway, side note, but they go all the time. But I just realised that the bulb's gone and I need to change that, and wondering how long it's been out. And I just sort of realised that like those little details that call our attention to certain places, and actually I'm realising that my workroom is a space where I haven't had my attention on in terms of maintenance and things this week, and it's calling me to a bit of attention. The lamp, I need to put the vacuum around, things like that, you know, just general stuff, but it's like calling my attention. And life's like that, isn't it? That certain things just kind of give us that little nudge. Your love and attention is needed here, you're drawn here. And I think it's the same with looking after ourselves and parenting our children, that certain things come up and it can just be that nudge for us to say, oh, this is an area which I need to put some of my energy, some of my focus, some of my attention and love into. And what can happen is that we can go really hard with that, you know? We can go into a triggered, a panic, a fight, flight, freeze, fawn response with that, especially around our children, because we can notice something, you know, maybe, for example, a hygiene thing or an educational thing or, you know, a health thing that's become a little out of balance in them, and we, from our observation, and it can set our nervous system off because we can feel guilt and shame and maybe frustration and anger and irritation, and maybe we can feel, you know, that sense of bitterness and go, why is this so hard and why is it life so fair? And it can set all these responses off in us and cause us to come from a place of reaction rather than intuitive response. And so that was what was just flowing to me to throw out to you today. So I hope that lands with usefulness. And what I invite you into is what I always talk about, which is acknowledging, being with something, noticing something, allowing the awareness to come up. And in that space of noticing that awareness, whatever it is, whether it's the lamp in your salt lamp, the bulb in your salt lamp, or whatever it is, notice the emotions that stirs. You know, notice the thoughts that come. You know, for me, even something like a little bulb in the salt lamp can be, oh, I wonder how long that's been out, in a telling off tone. It can be, maybe I bought a cheap lamp and the bulb's always blowing, or maybe I bought rubbish bulbs, they're always blowing. Oh, why is it so hard? You know, this free flow of, like, I'm just using this as a soft example because it's one we can relate to, which isn't so emotionally triggering as some of the other things that I'm talking about. But, you know, we can get into this free flow of thought and emotional triggering, these kind of tracks that are formed in our psyche that start to free flow of, you know, oh, I never managed to keep on top of the housework, I never managed to keep on top of the maintenance, why does no one help me, why does my husband or my whoever, you know, not help me with these jobs, you know? And all this stuff can come out of this one little thing when we become conscious of it. And they're our gift to notice those things. That's where our wounds are, that's where our opportunity to heal something, release something, let go of something comes up. So if something's coming up for you through your children and young people, it's going to be way more emotionally stirring than, you know, a bulb. So just be really gentle with yourself. Notice that space. Come in with compassion. Allow an opportunity for that to air so you can notice the sensations in your body, the associations with people, memories from the past, the thoughts that are coming through, the expectations and values and beliefs that are flowing through, and just sit with this. Is this current? Do I want to keep this? You know, just like the housekeeping, do I want to keep this? Is this really relevant? Make it conscious, bring it into the light. And if you're struggling to just let it go by bringing it into the light and saying, oh, that's not relevant to me anymore. I don't really think that. That's not me. You know, that's old, that's done. If you're struggling to be simple in that release, and then your EFT tapping can really support you, because this is bringing it into the focus and tapping on the acupoints that soothe the amygdala, that part of the brain that's sending you into that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response. So it's soothing it, it's encouraging your psyche to know that you are safe. It doesn't have to keep you in survival mode over this catastrophic incident that's occurring, which is what becomes in our mind, isn't it? So just an invitation for you with that process, my loves. Have a good day. I'll see where mine lands. Sending you lots of love and see you tomorrow, I hope.